Today on Africa Rising, we expose the truth about Jubaland forces in Kenya. Not the official story, but the reality on the ground. The government tells us these forces are here for security cooperation, but in truth, their presence serves political and personal interests, not the people of Kenya.
Tuko na shida pande ya Mandera.
We have a big problem in Mandera. I spoke about it while I was in the United States, but the government turned against me and even threatened to arrest me when I returned to Kenya. But now, everyone is talking about it.
Jeshi kutoka Jubaland wamevamia Kenya.
We have forces from Jubaland in Mandera. They have killed 5 people and injured 7. A school has been closed. This is disastrous. They have been there for 2 months. What kind of investigation is the CS for Interior, Murkomen, talking about? We will fight for the people of Mandera and for the sovereignty of our country.
Sources on the ground confirm Jubaland forces are being used to shield President William Ruto's regime, especially with an eye on the 2027 elections. Their role goes beyond border security. They act as a private shield for power, ensuring no opposition can easily challenge the government in critical regions. But that's not all. These forces also play a role in the illegal flow of goods. With the help of powerful figures like Aden Duale and networks close to State House, the Jubaland connection has become a channel for smuggling goods into Kenya, enriching a few at the expense of the nation's economy. And while the powerful profit, ordinary Kenyans suffer. In one shocking case, a school was closed down to create a training ground for these forces. Children, some preparing for critical exams, were left with no classrooms. In a country already struggling with insufficient schools, how can a regime justify turning education centers into military camps? What future are we building if classrooms are sacrificed for political survival? Even the local governor of the region has raised the alarm.
We want to call upon His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, who is also the Commander-in-Chief of all the armed forces. Mandera cannot be turned into a battleground for Somalia. We have no interest in Somalia. The only interest we have in Somalia is peace. If they cannot peace and fight, then we have no business to involve in their internal affairs. They have opened a camp in BP1. BP1 primary school is now closed. And there are people who want to do exam in the next 1 month. How do we close a public school and turn it into a military training camp? It is impossible.
Instead of improving security, the arrival of these extra forces has increased insecurity. Civilians feel more vulnerable, communities more divided, and the sense of danger has grown rather than reduced. The silence around this issue is not accidental. If Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua had openly exposed this arrangement, it could have triggered a national crisis. Kenyans would see clearly that their sovereignty is being undermined, their schools sacrificed, and their borders manipulated for elite gain. So, what is the truth? The Jubaland forces in Kenya are not here for you, the citizen. They are here to protect a regime, enable corruption, and control politics. And the conclusion is simple. Kenya's greatest threat is not always the enemy across the border, but the deals made in silence, inside our own house. This is The African Journalist on Africa Rising. Subscribe today because only the truth can keep Africa rising.